Well, we're here again with another episode of the Swenglish, and I found that many words or many village names or city names come from Scandinavian or Swedish words.
What do you mean, names?
Well, there are a lot of ending names, like Glendale, for example.
Yeah, what about that?
The end of it, Dale, is from the Scandinavian word dal. Also, when we say
Dal is what's that in English then?
A valley.
A valley.
Yeah.
Dal. Are you from Glendale? Like and subscribe. You live in a valley, obviously.
Yeah. Also, village names ending with by, like Whitby or something like that.
Whitby? Are you from Whitby? Like and subscribe. By is the Swedish name for village.
Yeah, village or small town. Yeah, most of this started from Viking era, since England was occupied by different kind of Vikings.
You mean occupied by just like on vacation or occupied in the military sense?
They were there trying to take some land, or actually living in what is now Britain for a long time. Many words have lived on and hence also moved over to the States. For example,
but we're talking Scandinavian, Swedish stuff.
Yeah, so all these names, or not all these names, but many of these names came from Scandinavian or Sweden or Norway from the beginning. For example, a name like Thorpe. I have an example. Goldthorpe, for example.
Goldthorpe?
Yeah, Thorpe is a torp in Swedish. It's a small homestead, like in the countryside or in the forest.
A small house, a small cottage.
Yeah.
But gold sounds interesting.
We don't have time for research too much. Busy making these videos. Also, city names like Beck that end with the word Beck. It's also from Scandinavia. My example was Quebec, but when I did the little research that we do, I found that Quebec also is claimed by coming from Native American language, which I forgot the name of now. But it also ends in Beck.
All right, because normally the Scandinavian Swedish language is influenced by other European languages.
Yeah, also.
But you mean that Beck, a small river in Swedish, Beck, is what do you call it, Native American word?
No, but there is Native American words that sound the same. I would, of course, say that Quebec comes from the ending Beck comes from the Swedish or Scandinavian word for small river or stream, because most of the Scandinavian or Swedish words first came to the British Isles and then from there were exported to the North America, and they have lots of names that sound British, but all of those names or many of those names are endings with old Swedish words.
You know, Marcus, I'm kind of childish, and Beck means small river, but if you put child before Beck, it becomes Barnbeck, and that means the first shit the kid makes after they're born.
Which is logical, because it's kind of a small stream of kids' poop.
So, anyone in Quebec, you're close to children's poop.
Yeah, that's where you live. It's the same thing with the ending son in people called Johnson or Anderson.
Oh, you mean you mean son is from
someone's son.
Oh.
As if I was your son, I would be Martin's son in the old times. And hence there come all the names from, with Johnson and whatever ends with son.
In Iceland, they still have that.
Yeah,
named after your father's name.
Yeah, they still do that system, which is kind of cool.
Well, yeah.
We should have kept it. Also, there's the saying of to and fro, which comes from also Scandinavian or Norse or Swedish, which is to and from. It's an old way to say it. Now you say to and from, but before in the old days you said fro.
The Old English was
Old English was fro and to, or to and fro. Which means Swedish is från och till.
Till och från.
Till och från.
Från och till.
Yeah.
That's something we say in Swedish.
From then to then, I would say. From end to finish. No, wait. From start to finish.
Exactly. That was what I...
förvirrat. Some more words. For example, the word rotten, which comes from the Swedish or Norse word rutten, still today. And it's not the UFC fighter Bas Rutten.
Oh, Bas Rutten. And he's very specific that you pronounce his name exactly as the Swedish rotten.
Aha, otherwise he hits you.
Yeah, because people all around the world pronounce it wrongly. But if you say Bas Rutten, you also say rotten in Swedish correctly.
Yeah. And then you become his friend immediately.
So that's a good thing. He actually had a big fight here in Sweden.
Oh, really? They probably pronounced his name correctly then. Also, there's